Welcome to our channel Electronics on Wheels. So thank you for your support. Please like, subscribe and comment if you like the content of this channel. So today we are touching one topic that is ADAS, that autonomous driver assistance system. This particular topic is very much less covered on YouTube. So we are taking this particular topic so that you could get some of the knowledge on this. So today we will discussing about the different topics. So first one is the basic understanding of autonomous vehicle. So what does it mean, autonomous vehicle? Are we using the self driving cars, or still we have so much to do in that field? Then we will having the different levels of autonomous vehicle. So what are those different level on of autonomous vehicle, how they are defined, what are the standards? Then third topic, we will discuss about the ADAS understanding. So this is what we are talking about today. So what does it mean, ADAS? Then type of ADAS. What type of ADAS systems we have? Then functions in ADAS. Then different components of ADAS system. So let's start with today. So when you heard the term driverless or autonomous vehicle, then you think that there are few car companies which are providing the self-driving or autonomous vehicle. But to be honest, there are no car company which are providing fully autonomous car or without driver, or you can say the level 5. So we will discuss about these levels. What does it mean? Level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So there are only few companies, if I talk about the levels which are providing in a autonomous. So level 3 companies like BMW, Benz, Waymo, there are very few companies which are certified for this particular level 3. But there are very few companies which are trying to get the level 4. I think there are few companies which have already got for L4, but that is not very much secured as of now. It is just they have some limitation. Okay, till 60 kilometer per hour you will be having this L4 or this L5, or beyond this particular limit you will be having this L4 or L3. But if I talk about this L5, so there is no car company which is certified for this L5 level as of now. Now we will try to understand what are these levels. So there are total 6 levels from L0 to L6, not 6. I would say L5. So total would be 6 levels. So and L5 would be the highest level where we say full autonomous vehicle, or without driver, you can say without driver. So as you can see from L0 to L2, so human monitors the driving environment, and L3 to L5, actually the environment is monitored by the system, automated system. Okay, so if I go with the detail of this autonomous levels, so let me just clear it. So when you are talking L0, so there is no automation. So you are working, if you are purchasing any vehicles without any cruise control or without any lane keep assist system, so they are like comes under no automation. So manual control, human perform all the task, whether it is acceleration or steering or braking. This is L0. Then when you come to L1. Okay, so before going to this levels, I just want to tell you how it came. So basically, there is a one organization, that is SAE, which is called Standards of Automotive Engineers. So this particular levels are defined by that organization, and there is a one standard, that is J3016. By this standards, they have defined these levels. Okay, so this is the only one as of now, this organization SAE, which defines these levels, and which says, okay, if you are having in your car this particular feature where you having the cruise control for the speed limit, that means that is the level 1 vehicle. Okay, if you see XUV 700, so this particular vehicle is having the cruise control. Even in motorcycle you are having the cruise control, so those vehicles comes under the L1. When you talk about the L2, that is called partial automation. So where the steering and acceleration, so here you are just in L1 only controlling the acceleration, okay, or the speed, but in L2 you are controlling the steering as well. So there is a one example I'll just give you: lane keep assist system. Okay, where the what your vehicle does, basically your vehicle tries to keep your car in the same lane, so where the steering comes into the picture. So this is called L2. Okay, so vehicle which is having this type of features, which is controlling your steering, then it comes as a L2. Then we have the L3, which is called as conditional automation. So this is a one step further, so where you have the driving task and environmental detection capabilities you have. So what does it mean? Like you have the traffic signs, you have the obstacle. So those capability if your vehicle has, then it means, and it can perform your driving task as well. Okay, then it means that vehicle is on level 3, but human override is still required, right? So suppose some obstacle come, but your vehicle is not responding, then human override is required for that. So that is called as level 3. Then we call it level 4, where there are very few circumstances where uh, your human override is required, but most of the time your vehicle is taking all the task under specific circumstances. Like I told you earlier also, like if I'm going above the 70 kilometer per hour, then my vehicle takes over all the controls. Okay, but below 70 kilometer per hour, I have to take care of all the driving functions. Okay, so this is called high level automation, and we call it L4. I will tell you one by one what are the functions are coming in the upcoming slides. Then the fifth one is full automation. So it means that there is no human intervention required. You all go, there is no limit of speed. Like if I'm going to 70 kilometer per hour, I'm going to 10 kilometer per hour, or I'm going to 250 kilometer per hour, but my vehicle work as full automation. My vehicle does not require any human intervention. So I hope you understand what are the levels, how they define, which is the society which is defining these standards, and what is the standard. So standard is J3016. Then SA is the uh, a organization which is defining these levels. So how it is happening, all these things are happening, how it is happening. So now the your ADAS will comes into the picture. So if you see, ADAS is nothing but it is automated driving assistance system. So these are some of the whatever we have discussed. So these are the levels: no automation, driver assistant, partial automation, level 3, then conditional automation, fourth is high automation, fifth is full automation. And these are the functions which can be controlled by the driver and which can be controlled by the system. So direction and speed control. So if you are going in no automation L0, then driver is the responsible. Then direction and speed control till L2. If you see here, sorry, till L1, the driver and system. Then monitoring is still defined by the driver, and feed fallback responsibility. If something goes wrong, then driver is responsible. And mode of coverages, like some of these functions can be driven by the system. Like one example, like cruise control, like speed control can be done by the system. So it means like some of the systems or some of the function can be driven by the system. Then if you go to L3, if you see here, so driver must appropriately request to the intervene, and System is responsible for the direction and speed of control. Monitoring, if you see, this is the system responsible. Till L2, the driver is controlling, but here the system is responsible. And feedback responsibility also comes under the system if you see the L4. But for L3, driver only. Then in L4, there are many functions which can be driven by the system. Then if you see L5, then in L5, that everything is controlled by the system, and all the systems, all the functions are controlled by the systems. So there is no intervention of the driver. So this is how defined. So now we will see how this ADAS is controlling everything. So we will see the ADAS provide assistance to the driver, okay, but it is not mean to replace the driver input. As you can see, and you have seen many levels, and based on many levels, the L5 is the only level where you are completely replacing the driver. But below the L5, where the driver is controlling your vehicle. So ADAS system basically consists of sensors, lidars, cameras, and radars, and then integration of these things. So these are like eyes for the system. Then what system it does? You will be having big control CPUs, or you can say ECUs. They take the input from cameras, radars, lidars, ultrasonic sensors, electromagnetic sensors, and it gives the output in the form of many things, right? So basically, these sensors are controlling or constantly examining the environment around the vehicle and providing this information to the onboard ADAS ECU to take the action. So today we reached till autonomous level L3, L4 as you seen, but the day is not far when you are going with the L5 or driverless. There are many companies which are already working on that. Some are successful and some are not successful. So today we will see what type of ADAS we have. So there are two types of ADAS systems we have. Sorry. So before going to ADAS system, you can see here there is a long range radar, lidar, then cameras, then short and medium radar, and then ultrasound. We will see one by one these functions as well. What are the functions are controlled by which component and how they are integrated into one. So the surround view cameras take the surround views taken by the cameras. Then blind spot system is taken by the long range radar and medium range radar as well, these highlighted one. Then cross traffic alert also taken by the range radar sensors. Then park assist system, if you see that parking, okay, where you are maintaining some distance, that is taken by the ultrasound sensors, ultrasonic sensors. So there are six sensor here. So it depends on the vehicles or the OEMs as well. They might be using four US ultrasonic sensors here, and some might be using something different. And if you take the example of Tesla, they are planning to remove these USS, and they are going to do everything from the cameras as well. So this all depends on the vehicle to vehicle or OEM to OEM. These are the you can see the emergency braking, collision avoidance, pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control. So these all are the functions of ADAS. So as I told you earlier that there are two types of ADAS. So two types of ADAS. One is passive ADAS system, and second is the active ADAS system. So what does it mean? So passive ADAS system, basically what it does, it informs the driver for the unsafe condition, and driver takes the action to prevent the condition from an accident. What does it mean? Passive means your your system is informing to driver and driver is taking the action. Here the system is not taking the action. How driver is taking the action? So driver is taking the action on the warning methods. Basically there are different warning methods can be there. One is sound, then flashing of light, and steering wheels that seeks to warn the driver that you are going away from the lane, if you talk about the lane keep assist system. And they are moving into a occupied yeah, the particular lane is occupied, and that is occupied by another vehicle. Okay, so blind spot detection also comes. So passive ADAS functions, some of the examples I'm giving. So ABS is anti-lock braking system, so where it avoids skidding, helps in turning, the emergency braking is applied. Okay, ESC is the advanced version of ABS, that is electronic stability control system. Basically it avoids the condition where you are oversteering, especially during the unexpected driving conditions. Then you have the TCS, that is called traction control system. Basically it makes sure that both ABS and ESC, the above and over function to assist the driver in maintaining the adequate traction when negotiating the turns and curves. Then you have the backup cameras. So in backup cameras or rear cameras, what it does, during the parking condition, you need the view from the rear of your car. So this is going to help to give the rear view of the car. So this also comes under the passive function. Then you have the LDW, that is the lane departure warning. So alerts the driver if vehicle is not keeping in the within the same lane. Then FCW, that is forward collision warning, that tells the driver to brake in order to avoid the collision ahead. Then blind spot detection warns the driver that there is a vehicle in their blind spot. This particular function also happens due to the sensors and cameras. Then parking assistance, as I told you already, that there is a, when you are parking your vehicle rear or forward, then you need some distance, right? So rear camera is also uh, helpful in parking condition, but there are some sensors which we call is ultrasonic sensors. So they tells about the parking space, how much distance it has been. So once the driver, when front or rear bumper is approaching an object at low speed. Okay, so these are the functions which are coming under the passive ADAS system. So as you know, that passive ADAS system actually informs the driver and driver takes the action. But when you come to the active ADAS system, so in this, vehicle take the direct action. Okay, there are some of the example which I am telling you, that automatic emergency braking. Okay, so suppose your vehicle is going to hit a vehicle ahead or another object, so including pedestrian, animal, or anything in the lane of travel, so there your vehicle automatically give the emergency braking, put the emergency braking, that is called active. Here the driver is not taking the action, but your vehicle or system itself, after finding out the particular object which is going to hit your car, takes the action. So suppose, like, my vehicle is going on 40 km per hour or 70 km per hour, and I see there is a object, or driver is not able to see the object, whether it is animal or something, but your cameras, your radars, your long range radar systems is able to see, because they can capture. If I talk about the lidar or long range radar, then they can capture till 250 meters ahead, 250 meters, if there is any object, and they calculate based on your speed, they are going to hit that particular object or not. Then emergency steering, steer the car to avoid the striking an object in the lane of travel, that is also done by the system. Then cruise control, if you see in cruise control in many vehicles, so this is something where system itself takes the control. Then lane keep assist or lane centering, so where your steering of the car will make sure that you are stay centered in the lane. Then traffic jam assist system, so where the your cruise control and lane keep assist systems provide then semi automated driver help during the dense traffic event, stop and go condition due to lane closure. Then self parking, as I told you already, that there are vehicles. So sometimes you have the passive system. So in passive systems, only driver get the information from the cameras and other stuff. But when you have the self parking, or this called as pilot parking also in many OEMs use, so that is called self maneuvering into parking space. There are many vehicles which comes. If you see the Lexus comes with these features, and it is mind blowing. We will see all these features in detail, but as of now you got the overview what is the ADAS. So what are the points we have covered, we will just see. So we understand the levels, then we have understand the standards, we understand the organization, which organization is taking care of these levels. Then we have understand the what type of ADAS systems we have, what are the functions in the ADAS system. Then we will see some of the component detail. Okay, we have the cameras. So what type of cameras we have, what are their functions, okay, how they are helping in the lane keep assist system, or any functions, whatever functions we have seen. So we have the cameras, in the front, we have the cameras in the rear, we have the cameras in the sides, we have the cameras in the surround view. So how they are helping in the particular functions, surround view camera, how they are helping. Then we have the lidar. So lidar is using the light detection and ranging topic. So when we have to use the lidar, when we have to use the radar, we will see these things. What is the difference between lidar and the radar? What is the technology the radar is using, that is radio detection and ranging. What type of radar sensors we have, what is their frequency, long range radar, mid range radars, short range radar, ultra short range radar, what are their function, we will see in the details. These are the components which are helping in ADAS. Then we have the ultrasound sensors. So how they are helping, what are their location, if you see these are the location of the ultrasonic sensor. So this is one of the example. If you see the total 1 2 3 4 5, and similarly on this side will be there. So total 6 ultrasonic sensors we have in the rear side, similarly we will be having in the front sides. And this is how it looks, what is the range of ultrasonic sensors. So all these particular questions we will discuss in details. If you like the content of this video and you want further videos on this topic, please like, comment and share. Thank you for your time.